Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Fundy Motorsports Magazine. I'm your host, Dave Hanlon from 98 Light FM, and on tonight's show, we're going to be featuring MASCAR racing. Now, we have four, actually, races for you to see this evening. We've got 3 heats of MASCAR race and 1 dash for cash. That'll be coming up a little later on in tonight's show. Now, this was all taped July 20th, 1991 out at Hammond Raceway, and we wanted to get it on as soon as possible. That's why we're getting it on now. Obviously, right? Hey, makes sense. Now, what MASCAR racing is, it's late model stock car racing held in the Maritimes. And as you can see, they've got some really beautiful, beautiful cars. You'll get to see them in a moment. Now, this was the 8th event in their series, and it was their only appearance in St. John. So if you missed it, well, that's why we're bringing it to you tonight, because they're not coming back to St. John. You'll never get to see them again, not till next year anyway. Now, we've got a couple clips that you're going to see with our announcer for the race, Mike McCarville. Now, he's from Moncton, and we're going to go to him right now and just see one of the heats of the MASCAR race.
Inside of beautiful St. John, New Brunswick, my name is Mike McCarville, and we welcome you here this evening for more exciting action on the 1991 Checkpoint Pontiac MASCAR Tour. As we're getting set for our first heat of the evening, the Checkpoint Pontiac MASCAR pace car leading them around the track. Inside of row number 1, you will find the 28 of John Ridgway. Sitting on the outside, it is car number 27. That is Glenn Brown. He's back in action after a little bit of a crack-up last weekend in Sydney. Inside of row number 2, Doug Stokes in the 30 car. Sitting on the outside, it is the 25 car of Mike Ryan. Inside of row number 3, the 21 of Dave Pierce. Sitting on the outside, it is the 0 car. You keep a watchful eye on him. His name is Derek Steeves. He's in the running for the Rookie of the Year. He hails from Newcastle, New Brunswick. You watch him go. And rounding out the first heat, car number 47, yes indeed, from right here in St. John, New Brunswick, the 47 of John March. Getting set to get underway with the first heat of the evening as the Checkpoint Pontiac pace car moves off of turn number 1. John Ridgway will lead him around in car number 28. Starter Art Steeves with the green flag in hand, and we're about set to turn him loose. First heat on the night, 1991 Checkpoint Pontiac MASCAR Tour, only trip to Hammond River Speedway, and we're gone racing! 10 laps in heat number 1 for the MASCAR First Division. Here we go. Leading him around to complete lap number 1, John Ridgway in the 28. Glenn Brown in the 27 sits second. It's a battle on for third. Doug Stokes in the 30. Mike Ryan in the 25. Derek Steeves loops it around off of turn number 3. That'll bring out the yellow caution flag. He backed her into the tires just at the end of the guardrail, but he's back underway. Seems to be looking okay. We'll check the car by the starter stand. Looks to be in pretty good shape. He'll rejoin at the back of the pack. As we progress through the evening here, we will keep you updated on what is happening on the MASCAR Points Fund for 1991. We'll check and see exactly who is leading the pack and where your favorite drivers may be in relationship to the leaders.
Long trip on the way over, but we made it. Yeah, see 2 weeks ago here. Man, the car red cooked in Capillet. We lost tires, unfortunately. Tire rack broke. We lost 2. We never found 2. We lost 2.
Just getting back into the lineup here, and we'll get ready to resume with the action in heat number 1 of the 1991 Checkpoint Pontiac MASCAR Tour here this evening at Hammond River Raceway. We're back resuming Raceway as Ridgway and Brown leads them around. Whoa, John Ridgway hangs the tail end loose through 1 and 2, but bottles it back up, but that gives just enough opportunity for Glenn Brown and the 27 to get a nose as they come through 3 and 4. Glenn Brown with a bit of a bobble off of turn number 2, giving the lead back to John Ridgway in the 28 as he comes around to complete another lap. Take a look back into the pack. Doug Stokes and Mike Ryan in the 30 and 25 respectively. Doug Stokes moving up into third spot in the 30. John Ridgway leads him around. Glenn Brown sits second. Mike Ryan up into third in the 25. Tim Horton's entry. How quickly things can change here in the world of MASCAR. Doug Stokes was in third spot, and now you find him right at the tail end of the pack. Ridgway continues to lead him around with 2 laps to go. Glenn Brown sits second, Mike Ryan in third. There's the white flag signifying the last lap for John Ridgway in the 28.
Third heat win, 3 weeks.
There he is to pick up the checkered flag, John Ridgway in the 28. Second spot to Glenn Brown, third going to Mike Ryan. Coming around to pick up the checkered flag, car number 28, that is John Ridgway, his third heat win in 3 consecutive weeks on the tour for car number 28. He lives in Kinghurst, New Brunswick, runs out of the Stripe Doctor and Sure Fit Automotive. It is a 1990 Lumina, and he is quickly gaining some respect here in the 1991 Checkpoint Pontiac MASCAR Tour. When he comes around to drop off that checkered flag, you make sure you put your hands together for him, okay? You get those hands all warmed up because he's going to stop here and drop off the flag. First win of the evening in the 1991 Checkpoint Pontiac MASCAR Tour, Hammond River Raceway. Car number 28, put your hands together for John Ridgway.
The winner of heat number 1, John Ridgway, 26 years old, drives a 1990 Chevy Lumina. This is the 3rd win for John in 3 consecutive weeks of the tour, so he is doing very, very well. He hails from St. John, New Brunswick, drives car number 28, and he's married with 1 child, Christopher, by the age of 4 years old. He's been racing for 10 years and has even been Rookie of the Year with MASCAR. He's won dozens of feature races on local tracks, Hammond River Raceway as well as Petty Raceway, and even out in Riverglade. Now let's go back to Mike McCarville with heat number 2.
On heat number 2, we'll look at the lineup inside of row number 1. It is the 24 from Sherwood, Prince Edward Island of Scott Livingston. On the outside, it is car number 44 from Timberley, Nova Scotia. That's Wayne Smith. Inside of row number 2, the 84 of Pierre Arsenault. Where's he from, folks? You betcha, St. John, New Brunswick. Car number 50, none other than Junior Kelly from Lower Sackville, Nova Scotia. Inside of the 3rd row, the 77 of Dave Gorvette from Sherwood, Prince Edward Island. On the outside, the 11 car of Frank Willitson. You will find him located in Logieville, New Brunswick. And rounded out at the back of the pack, the 10 car, that is none other than Ed Hayden from Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. Heat number 2 of the Checkpoint Pontiac MASCAR Tour for 1991.
Okay.
10-lap heat racing. Here we go as they come off at turn number 3. '84, Pierre Arsenault leads him around after going to bring out the caution flag.
Stop. 24 was off the loose.
Anyway, whenever you have a chance to come on, hold him over.
That's Ridgeway's car. Yes? John's car.
The current driver.
A little conversation for one of the MASCAR officials with the 24 of Scott Livingston down trackside. We'll take just a moment to get them back in the proper order. Don't forget, I was mentioning the 100-lap feature coming up tonight. The good folks at Centennial Pontiac, proud sponsors of the MASCAR right here at Hammond River Raceway. And boys, they're going to put on a good show tonight when we put all of the heats of the MASCAR together and turn them loose for 100 laps. You think the evening's hot right now. It's going to get even hotter when we turn them loose for 100 laps tonight here at the Raceway in the Centennial Pontiac 100. And we're glad that you could be a part of it by attending here tonight as we get set to resume with heat number 2. Leading them around it looks like the 44 of Wayne Smith from Timberlea, Nova Scotia. Outside, it will be the 84 of Pierre Arsenault. That'll lead them around as we get things battled up. Starter Art Steves with the green flag in hand. Going to tell them to jam it all up here, send them around one more lap, and hopefully we'll be back and underway with heat number 2 on the tour for event number 8 this evening here at Hammond River. Why me? Yeah, right. I've heard that excuse for 8 years. Here we're back underway. The 44 of Wayne Smith diving down in low in turn 1 and 2. He gets her back together. Whoa, hanging it way out off at turn number 4, and a nice move by the 84 of Pierre Arsenault to take over the lead. Nice move by Arsenault in the 84 as Smith drifted high, and Arsenault took advantage of that. Arsenault continues to lead him around in the 84. Smith in second in the 44. Here comes Junior Kelly in the 50. Keep a watchful eye on him and as he starts to move in on the leaders. Heading down the back straightaway, Arsenault remains the leader. Smith in second, Kelly is third. Then we look back to Willitson, Livingston, Gorvette, and Hayden. Two laps to go for the 84 of Arsenault. Last lap for the 84 of Pierre Arsenault. Ed Hayden pulls it back on. Here he comes to pick up the checkered flag. Pierre Arsenault. Wayne Smith in second. Junior Kelly third. I tell you, folks, he did some job to get up into the lead, didn't he? Car number 84. He hails from right here in the St. John area. Runs out of Greco, Budweiser, A&M Radiator, Larry's Welding, Leisure Time Sales, Action Auto Glass, Somerville Flooring. He's been racing for 19 years. 8 of them's been with MASCAR. Won't you put your hands together? Car number 84 and Pierre Arsenault. Do you notice a pattern developing here, my stock car fan friends? 2 races, 2 St. John drivers pick up the checkered flags. Could be the hometown advantage, you never know. Car number 84 coming around to drop off the checkered flag. Once again, he runs out of Greco, Budweiser, A&M Radiator, Larry's Welding, Leisure Time Sales, Action Auto Glass, and Somerville Flooring. The 1991 Grand Prix of Pierre Arsenault. Checking them out on heat number 3 for the 1991 Checkpoint Pontiac MASCAR Tour. Inside of row number 1, it is the 23 of Frankie Frazier. On the outside of row number 1, the 99 of Greg Seward. Inside of row number 2, Terry Clattenburg in the 2 car. And the 8 car, driven by none other than Leo Cochran. Inside of row number 3 is Ted Rankin. And where's Ted from? St. John, New Brunswick. Could we continue this trend that we've been building on here this evening? The outside of row number 3, Kevin Vino in the 20 and the 79 of Bob Duncan rounds out the pack. And what happy birthday, John, on the side. Happy 10th birthday it is. On the side of the 9 car, driven by Ted Rankin. I believe that is Ted's son. So on behalf of everyone involved with the MASCAR Tour for 1991, we wish you a very happy birthday and hope maybe Dad can put a checkered flag in your birthday bonnet here tonight on the Raceway. This is him right here with the red hat on. That's John right down here with the red hat on, just underneath the announce tower. Underway, 10 laps, heat number 3 on the MASCAR Tour here tonight. Frankie Frazier in the 23 to lead him around. Terry Clattenburg in the 2 sits second. Greg Seward on the outside. The 99 is third. Kevin Vino heads pit side in the 20 car. We'll watch him come by the starter stand. Frankie Frazier leads him around. Your leader remains Frankie Frazier as they come by the starter stand one more time. Your leader continues to be the 23 of Frankie Frazier. Clattenburg sits second in the 2, and the 99 of Greg Seward in third. Two laps to go for Frazier if he can hold off Clattenburg. White flag lap for the 23 of Frank Frazier. One more trip around the circuit. And he'll put the checkered flag in his hand. There you have it, the 23 of Frank Frazier. Terry Clattenburg second in the 2, the 99 of Greg Seward in third. Oh, great. I don't have anything on Frank. Must have.
Yeah, he's in there.
Motormark Yarmouth is the sponsor.
Yeah.
Major sponsor.
There he is.
There he is. Coming around to pick up the checkered flag, the winner of the MASCAR Heat number 3 here this evening on the Raceway. Running out of Motor Mart, Myers Burner Service and Ken Smith Trailer Sales from Shubenacadie, Nova Scotia, the 23 of Frankie Frazier.
Two great heats for you. The first one being won by Pierre Arsenault, and the second one by Frank Frazier. Now, Pierre drives a 1991 Pontiac Grand Prix. He hails from right here in St. John, New Brunswick, and he drives number car 84. His wife's name is Gloria. Has 3 children, and he kind of keeps it in the family because his crew chief for the pit crew is his son Mark. Now, Frank Frazier hails from Nova Scotia. Drives a 1991 Chevy Lumina, which is number 23. He's been racing for about 23 years and has run off and on with the MASCAR for the past 8 years, hoping that this year he'll have a full season in with MASCAR. Now, once again, let's go back to Mike McCarville as we see the Dash for Cash. Now, this doesn't have anything to do with points. It's strictly for money and bragging rights.
I'd love to be going over him, but I don't give you a choice. Force him to try.
Checkpoint Pontiac pace car leads them around the Moosehead Dash for Cash. 6 laps, 6 cars. You watch them go. Mike Ryan in the 25, the 47 of John March, 79 of Bob Duncan, 27 is Glenn Brown, Derek Steves in the old car, and Ed Hayden in the 10. That's the way they will line up. What? And then we got the Moosehead. Okay, we got Sportsman's Trophy Dash. Okay. Slight intermission. There's the green flag in the hands of the starter, and we're gone racing. John March out into an early lead in the 47. Mike Ryan sits second in the 25. Up comes Bob Duncan in the 79. Ed Hayden goes for the loop-de-doo off of turn number 2. John March in the 47 leads him around. Two laps to go for John March in the 47. Coming around to pick up the checkered flag from St. John, the 47 of John March. Mike Ryan second, Bob Duncan up for 3. The St. John monopoly is really starting to take shape here this evening at Hammond River Raceway in the Moosehead Dash for Cash. Your winner, running out of Sudbury Transport of Fredericton. He hails from St. John, New Brunswick. He's been racing for 13 years, 8 of them with MASCAR. 1990 Grand Prix, the 47 of John March. Tell you a little.
Winner of the Dash for Cash, John March, driving a 1991 Pontiac Grand Prix. He drives car number 47. Now, a little background information on John. He hails from right here in St. John, New Brunswick. He's been racing for about 16 years, and 4 years he was in B. Sendon class with the New Brunswick Sporting Car Club. Now, we featured them a little earlier in our series, and he raced with them for a while. And the last 12 years, he's been with late model cars, 9 of which he's been involved in MASCAR. In 1990, he had 7 top 10 finishes with 4 wins, and this gave him a win on MASCAR's Most Improved Driver Award. Now, recapping the 4 races that you've just seen, the first one had John Ridgway coming in first place, driving car number 28, a 1990 Chevy Lumina. Pierre Arsenault won the second heat in car number 84, a 1991 Pontiac Grand Prix. Frank Frazier, driving car number 23, won the third heat. He drove a 1991 Chevy Lumina. And John March, as we just heard, won the Dash for Cash. Car number 47, a 1991 Pontiac Grand Prix. Now, there were also some sportsman races there at that event as well. We have 4 races that we'll update on right now. The first heat went to car number 85 in the sportsman race. Bill Cadger picked that one up. The second race had car number 80 winning, Paul Burke, and he won the second race in the sportsman race. The trophy dash went to car number 85, Bill Cadger winning that as well. And the 30-lap feature went to car number 79, Bob Duncan. So what do you say now? We take time to look at the top 10 in the Bomber and Sportsman class. Here are the current point standings as of July 24th, 1991. In the Bomber division, taking top spot, Steve McHugh driving car number 3, Jim Humble Jr. in second, John Robichaud is in third place, Randy Moore in fourth, Alan Grant taking the 5th spot, Lonnie Somerville is in 6th, Danny LeBlanc taking 7th, Norris Trevors is in 8th, Menard Hamilton taking 9th, and rounding off the top 10 is Donnie Cadger driving car 8. In the Sportsman's division, taking top spot is Bill Somerville driving car 27, Les Lamb is in 2nd, Brian Campbell in 3rd, Ray Cale is in 4th, Paul Burke in 5th, Rick Cashall is in 6th spot, Byron Bartlett is in 7th, Bob Duncan is in 8th, Steve Rogers is in 9th, and rounding off the top 10 is Vinnie Bonner driving car number 1. And finally, we're going to update you on the New Brunswick Sporting Car Club and just see what they've been doing around the city lately. The Loyalist Rally was held Wednesday, July 25th, and congratulations goes out to the winner, Dr. Alan Cockeram, and his navigator, Eric Overring. Now, they also had a slalom, which was held on Sunday, July 28th, and coming in the top 4 spots, class number 1 was Gary McKnight with a time of 46:46. Bob Guthrie came in second class with a time of 46:41. In the third class went to Stacy Chapman. 47:12 was their time, and Brian Gillis in the fourth class with a time of 51:90. Now don't forget to be watching for next week's show when we'll be featuring motocross, and be watching for Fundy Motorsports Magazine's special. Yes, we've only been on the air a short time, but we've already got a special all made up. It's the MASCAR special. It'll be coming up August 5th at 8:30 p.m. It's the big 100-lap feature. I'm Dave Hanlon for producer Don Ferguson. We'd like to thank you for watching the show tonight. If you have any questions, comments, or an idea for a show, like if you're out there and, hey, I drive a car or whatever, but how does he get a hold of me? I'll tell you. Just give us a call at 506-634-5027, or you can write us at Cable 10, care of Don Ferguson, 55 Waterloo Street, St. John, New Brunswick, E2L 4V9. And like I said, on behalf of producer Don Ferguson, I'm Dave Hanlon. Keep motoring.